Hey y'all, it's your girl, the real deal, the good kill. And y'all know I'm back with another reaction. And I'm back with a reaction that really been touching my heart of these four individuals, these four young students, okay? I'm gonna give y'all time to get up in here. Y'all like the video, y'all share, y'all subscribe. Please, y'all, I need people out of my rationality. I want y'all to feel comfortable and join the channel. If you want to be a mod, let me know. I need men who are interested. It doesn't matter. I need somebody who cares. That's who I need. Now, this year about to end. It's been like, what is it, about 46 hours, 45, 46 hours, and it's 48 hours in a case. And we are still trying to find the mockingbird. Now, this content is for entertainment, criticism, commenting, teaching purposes. Okay. The copyright disclaimer is in the description box. Okay. Fair use. The fair use is in there. Now I'm gonna sit those faces right there, y'all. I'm gonna sit those beautiful faces right there. Handsome and beautiful faces like that. Of our future leaders. I'm just gonna sit it right there. See, if you don't like young people, if you don't like to see young people succeed, then this content is not for you. If you prejudice in the can, this is not for you. This is for people who love kids, who love children, who are parents who want to reach out to help young folks. Now, regardless of what went on in that house, in that big blue house, they did not deserve what happened to them in that big blue house. Okay, I call it the big blue house. Zaina, Maddie, Kaylee, Ethan didn't deserve what happened to them in that house, regardless if it was a party house. They didn't deserve to be killed. They didn't deserve to die. This didn't happen. This shouldn't happen to them. Now, I knew it wasn't going to be a cold case, and I knew exactly what the officers was trying to do. They was trying to build a case on this person. Okay, they had evidence, but it was some more things that they needed. They need to get the mockingbird. Okay, now we over here on the Real Deal channel, we has really we has really solved some of this case. And when I said solved some of the case, we had some of the solutions that could have led them the right way. Now, what we not gonna do is accuse no one. We're gonna say allegedly. Okay. It was a party house. It was a party house. Every and anybody had the code to the house, y'all. And I'm not comfortable living like that. Where you might be comfortable living like that, people in and out your house, and because it wasn't just their house. See, that's one thing we need to look at. It wasn't just Eden, Kaylee, Maddie, and Zaina house. And I wouldn't even say that they was targeted. Now, maybe they were saying target for a reason. I guess they have to use the word targeted Because I've been hearing that word since all these cases been going on. Target. They changed the word from something else and then put target. Okay. Now, we sat here yesterday on live, I think about 2 hours, and we said there was enough blood evidence and DNA to catch the mockingbird. We said that over here. We said that. How in the world? They are not gonna have no DNA with 4 individuals and ain't got nothing. And one of my moms said maybe they had on gloves. And the real deal said that don't mean nothing. I could have scraped his skin off his face. I could have scraped hair off his arm, her arm. I fought them back. I could have cut that victim and his blood or her blood mixed with mine. Anything could have happened in the mix in order to get DNA. You got 4 hands that was allegedly covered up. 4. You had 4 victims that fought back. So if 4 victims fought back, you know evidence in there. And that dog should have some kind of evidence on him. I'm telling you, that dog should have evidence on himself. And in them girls' hair, nails, even Ethan. Evidence should be on them and inside that house. Now, allegedly, I allegedly think that Zayna, Maddie, and Kaylee was allegedly targeted. The only reason why I said that allegedly, now this for entertainment purposes and criticism and teaching purposes. Now the only reason why I said that is because of what's my girl name? What's my girl name, y'all? Try not to remember this stuff. My young girl, the beautiful young lady who committed suicide. I add her to the case. And the only reason why I add her to the case because what she could allegedly saw. Now, I can't think of her name, but I know her name was Cleary. Her last name was Cleary, something like that. But the young lady that was Maddie's roommate, that girl saw a lot of stuff went on in that house. But young people do that, y'all. In sorority house, college, they does that. They have a sorority house, fraternity houses, and they do some stuff, y'all. They do some things that we don't like. They do a lot of stuff that we don't like, and it's too hard for you. So if you can't deal with it, come out of it. And I was one of them. I tried to hang around them, and I saw too much. Now, Zayna, Madison, Kaylee, and Ethan allegedly knew the victim, that suspect. So if they know I'm in the house. They know I'm in the house. The thing is with the case is, to me, somebody tired of the noise. Somebody tired of the noise. Somebody tired of calling the police. Uh, in this case, somebody tired of they just make too much noise in the middle of the night, all night long. That's all they do. Party, party, party. Police, police, police. Party, party, party. It's a party house. College students, they supposed to get some kind of rest, y'all. They supposed to get some kind of rest. A party house, and they go to school. I got to show all my children. I got to show all of them. Hold on for a minute, y'all. I don't know why my daughter's phone was so loud. Jesus. I'm the deaf mute in the house. I'm sorry about that, yeah. I got to show all on face because I like all every last one on. Kiki, can you turn your phone down a little bit, baby? Thank you. Okay, I'm trying to fix it so y'all can see this. Because I like all four of them. And I don't know them. I just fell in love with their taste because they was young. Now look, we don't know what happened because we wasn't there. We wasn't there. But I thought about my girl. I thought about my girl who the dad said she committed suicide. I thought about her. If she haven't been talking about committing suicide, y'all, she have a reason for doing it. Nobody knows. You are talking about students who about to graduate, who's supposed to be graduate a couple weeks before they leave there. Why was it important to get them? Why was it important to make sure these two was gone before they walk out that door? Why? 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 Why was it important to stop what y'all doing and handle y'all business? Because it was time for them to graduate, allegedly. Allegedly, it was time for them to graduate. I really don't even think they wanted to do nothing to Ethan and Zina. I really don't. But they in the house. They know who it is. They know who it is. They know who it was. Everybody know who in and out their house. Strangers. Let's look at this. Let's listen to this.
This morning, the manhunt continues for whoever murdered 4 University of Idaho students more than a month ago now. We've learned from the coroner's office that detectives placed bags over the victims' hands at the crime scene. They say they did that to preserve any DNA evidence in case they fought off their attacker. Investigators are also looking for a white Hyundai Elantra that was spotted near the home where that quadruple murder happened.
Now, that car could have just been somebody coming over there. That car, this car right here could be anybody who saw something or got away with it. But this a college student car. Allegedly, it's a car, somebody mama car, somebody's sister car. Why I say that? Mm-hmm. Somebody don't sing that car, folks. Y'all ain't gonna find that car. Y'all ain't gonna find the person who run that car. Y'all not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna find it. But anyway, y'all, DNA, I just want to come in and let y'all know that DNA was found in their fingers. And we already knew that, right? We already knew that. Okay, let's and y'all, you know what? It's another thing too. That right there. The party house. The party house. The party house is another thing. Hold on, y'all. I'm turning it down. The party house was another thing that but the part let's before I talk about the party house, let me say something. Let me say something about this. Let me say something about this, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Let me say something before I go into it. Let me say something about Miss Ashley. Miss Ashley is the TikTok talker that believe in her word as a tarot reader. Okay, a tarot reader is not 100% right. Okay, and they're they have a disclaimer also. Yes, they have a purposes also. Their work are not supposed to be where you can guarantee that they are right. You really don't even supposed to listen to them if you don't believe in them. So the jury is going might end up believing her evidence because she's entertaining. I'm not taking up for nobody. I'm not taking up for nobody. Y'all know how I am. I'm not biased or nothing like that. But this young lady has a purposes of doing like when I came on. See, I don't have to say it but one time. I gave y'all my purposes for this content. I say entertainment, teaching, criticism, purposes. Now, she has a disclaimer maybe in her description box. I'm not sure. But her evidence, what she's saying by her cards, is what she believes. So you're not supposed to go 100. A tarot reader is not 199% right. It's an entertainment thing. Okay, let's see what they're gonna say about this. Hold on.
TikToker doubles down on her claims that a college professor is the real killer in the University of Idaho murder case.
Now, only thing I wouldn't say, and she did allegedly say that she used one of the videos for her something, she said. And then I said, huh? She said, I used one of my videos for something. But she was saying that I didn't think me for entertainment purposes, I don't think that was cool for me. If that had been me, I'm speaking of me as a tarot card reader, I wouldn't say, even though I saw it in my reading and I believe in my word, I would not dare say, come out and say that I'm gonna use my daughter name. I'm gonna use my dog name, Camper Gill. Um, is the murder person that did that, the murder dog. He did bite my other dog. Uh I gotta be able I can't keep saying Camper did something if I'm not sure. So her work, she believe in her work, but the they might believe her. The jury might believe her. I don't know how that gonna work because I looked up tarot card disclaimer. What do they use? And to cover them, they're supposed to use a disclaimer and a purposes for this content. You're supposed to say that to protect yourself. Uh-huh.
Constitutional law professor Kermit Roosevelt joins to discuss. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. You would think that after being sued, you might quiet down and not double down on behavior that.
Now that's one thing I didn't understand was if I got sued, I'm gonna close my mouth and reword. I'm not gonna close my mouth. I'm gonna reword and stop saying the same thing I said at first. But I don't know. The image gave me something else. It's something else. This ain't right.
That is not the case for Ashley Gillard. This is the TikToker who's claimed that a University of Idaho professor is the real killer behind the quadruple homicide case, and talked about the killings of 21-year-old Kaylee Gonsalves, 21-year-old Madison Mogan, 20-year-old Zana Kernodle, and 20-year-old Finn Chabin, whose bodies were found in their off-campus rental home back on November 13th. Now, at the time of this recording, no arrests, no publicly identifiable suspect, no indication if the murder weapon's been recovered, and what this has generated is people online coming to their own conclusions and theories as to what happened. Well, Miss Gillard has posted videos that Rebecca Schofield, an associate professor and chair of the history department, was in a relationship with one of the victims. Seems like she's indicating it's Miss Gonsalves, and then that she planned and carried out the murders of these 4 people.
Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me get out this commercial.
Haven't done reviews on certain agencies and entities because that's kind of crossing the line. But just know, I'm not the only one who suspects Rebecca Schofield. They want both of them.
Now, Schofield filed a defamation lawsuit against Gillard.
You can get it. Like, I've been against people, businessmen, corporations, and giants, and systemic policies and racism in one. They all regret coming against me. All of them. Now Rebecca is going to be added to the list of regretful people.
But that hasn't stopped the social media personality from doubling down on her claims. No, in fact, she sat down for an interview with News Nation.
When I go to court and they see the evidence or they see how I connect the dots, then they'll make a decision as it pertains to whether they want to continue to live in blinders or believe it. If they don't, that's I don't care.
Let me bring in Kermit Roosevelt. Kermit is a David Berger professor for the Administration of Justice and focuses on constitutional law. Kermit, great to have you here on Sidebar.
Thanks for having me.
What do you make of her comments?
Well, it suggests that she's just not taking a realistic perspective on this, particularly like if they don't believe me, I don't care. If they don't believe her, she's going to be liable for a lot of money.
And again, I
See?
that you would think that somebody who's hit with a defamation lawsuit, which is very serious, would quiet down. She has not. She is doubling down. My concern, and by the way, just to let everybody know, the Moscow Police Department came out and said at the time of this investigation, detectives do not believe the female associate professor and chair of the history department at the University of Idaho suing a TikTok user for defamation is involved in this crime. A part of me is concerned that her going to court, her fighting this, is giving her a platform to further her claims. What do you think about that?
Well, if you're looking for a rational explanation for the way she's behaving, I think that's all it could be. It's clout chasing. She's looking for publicity. She's trying to magnify her reach. And yeah, getting involved in a controversy like this can do that.
Yeah, I don't think she's trying to get cloud chasing. I don't think she's trying to be a cloud chaser. I believe this woman believe in her work, but to protect herself as a tarot card reader, she has to uh, read her purposes for this. She got to constantly say what she's talking about, and the purposes for this and this and that. It's supposed to be entertainment purposes because card reading is not 100% right. Okay.
Probably going to come at significant cost for her. So it doesn't seem like a good thing to be doing. It doesn't seem like a smart strategy, but I think that's the only explanation.
Well, does anybody have a First Amendment right to go on social media and talk about this case? I mean, where do you think she might have crossed the line?
Well, you can talk about the case.
Yeah.
And, you can...
Yeah, you can talk about the case. You can talk about the case, but if I'm targeting this person, if I say Camper did this, Camper is the one that da. Yeah, I can't do that now.
Say, I'm going to flip a coin, and if it comes up heads, I think that means that this person is the murderer. As long as you're pretty transparent about what you're doing,
Yeah.
and you're saying what the basis for your conclusions are. But, she's putting out as assertions of fact claims that this woman is involved in murders, and there doesn't seem to be any evidence for that. It's a very strong defamation case against her.
think in terms of it was the idea that if she had came out and said, I just suspect that it might be Professor, that might have been something different. Because there are people online right now who have a ton of different theories and a ton of different speculation. They're pointing the finger and they're saying, look at this piece of evidence. What would be your message to all those people out there?
Well, I guess I would say be careful, but some of that is protected. If you're like, here are the
That's
pieces of
right.
evidence, and here's what I think, or if you're saying X% of the time it's the boyfriend, usually it's the husband who kills the wife, something that's based on.
I just said that, y'all. She can be some of this stuff is protected. Now, she got to make sure she said allegedly Miss Schofield, Rebecca Schofield is she should have said allegedly Miss Schofield is involved in the killing of the murder of the 4 college student. Allegedly means that she don't know. So, but to say that you know and you putting it out there, and I got to go to work next day, and people looking at me and looking at my family and targeting me, for something that they hear on social media, that's scary. That's real scary now.
About actual cases, all of that is protected. What you can't do is make factual claims about a specific person without a reasonable basis for them.
That's right.
And there doesn't seem to be any basis at all for this. It's just sort of wild accusations.
So I should tell you that Schofield's attorney sent News Nation a statement denouncing this accusation. It says, quote, "The statements made about Professor Schofield are false, plain, and simple. What's even worse..."
Hold on. It said, now I can read it. I'm sorry y'all can't see it. I'm working on this, y'all, because I told my son I can't see. The statement made, hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. The statement made about Professor Schofield are false, plain and simple. Simple. What's even worse is that these true statements create safety issues for the professor, I agree, and her family. They all further compound the trauma that the families of the victims are experiencing and undermine law enforcement efforts to find the people responsible in order to provide answers to the families and the public. This is what Miss Rebecca Schofield, attorney, said. This is what he said. That's why I said that she should have used allegedly. She should use allegedly and all that like that. You got to know what you're saying when you say it. Okay.
It does seem there's the potential for serious reputational harm. She's being accused of crimes and professional misconduct. And then worse, there's the fact that you get other people on the internet who maybe aren't very good at distinguishing truth from falsehood or well-supported claims from unsupported claims, who then take this and run with it. And so now the professor has a whole bunch of people on the internet coming after her, and she says that she's concerned about her safety.
Here's the question that I have, though, and before I forget it. If Gillard truly, in her heart, believes that Schofield is the killer, this was different than other cases where we say, didn't you know this wasn't true, and didn't you know this was false, but you pushed it anyway, maybe for profit, maybe for attention. If she truly believes this, is that going to change anything?
No. So truly believing what you're saying is not a defense.
Man, I'm excited. I just went to the mailbox and guess what I got?
Yo, candy. I'm sorry, y'all. You got your candy in mail. Hold on, y'all. Okay, hold on.
Information. It depends on whether it's false, and it depends on whether you were negligent or reckless in not realizing that it was false. So if you're sort of deluded and you really believe what you're saying, but there's no reason to believe it, you're liable for that.
Yeah.
And something that you hit upon that kind of strikes me is even if Schofield wins this lawsuit, even if there's a settlement, her reputation can never come back, right? Because we kind of saw this in the Alex Jones case, where even though Alex Jones eventually, kind of backtracked on the Sandy Hook comments, there were people who still believed him, and there were people who were still coming out to the family. There are people, like you said online, who are going to have trouble distinguishing between what is reality and what is true. She has already come under the radar. She's already had to been looked at by the police. What happens if?
Okay, let me say something. I can answer that. One thing about it is that it's entertainment. It's y'all digging too deep in it. It's entertainment purposes. And she's not saying this to y'all. But if you believe everything that you see on the internet, then, especially TikTok, whoa, if you believe everything you see on the internet, then you're going to be lost out here in the world called internet tells so many lies. It don't mean make no sense.
Life that she had, do you think that her reputation could ever be recovered? And I'm curious what someone in her position should do next.
Well, I hope she can have the life she used to have. I would say there's sort of two different levels on which this operates. And, professionally and with the police, I don't think there's a problem because I think everyone understands there's no basis for this. But then you have the crazy world of the internet where people are taken in by conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to undo something like this. And then the other problem, an interesting comparison to Alex Jones is Alex Jones probably can't pay the full judgments against him, but he has a lot of money. And there's a lot of money available, and he's really going to suffer a serious loss from this. But who knows how much money Ashley has?
That's right.
She might be relatively judgment proof. So you can get a big judgment against her, but if she has no money, it doesn't really have any effect.
Yeah. Well, what happens if wouldn't there be some order that she has to stop saying this, or could that be a situation, or not really? I mean, if she just keeps doubling down, let's say there's a judgment against her, but she has no money, and she keeps pushing the falsehood.
Well, eventually you can get an injunction against it, and then if she defies the injunction, you can get contempt of court, and so eventually it could turn into a criminal offense.
Yeah, I mean that's the part that I'm interested in because she seems to not be stopping. And
Well,
I am curious about what a trial would look like. What evidence could she present on her side that might be beneficial?
I can't think of anything. There's nothing I've seen in the videos. I mean, as far as I know, it's from tarot cards. And you can sincerely believe your tarot cards, but you are negligent, at the least, if you think your tarot cards have told you who the murderer is.
But that was a line you never thought you'd have.
and the tarot cards are not 100% true facts. They are not 100% facts. But what I want to do here, I want to go over to TikTok and see do we have anything new on there. But I just like I said, it's for entertainment purposes. This is me, y'all. I'm entertaining the people. But I'm not doing what she's doing. You know what I mean? We got a disclaimer in there. Let me see what Ashley said. Let's see, have Miss Ashley said anything today? Today be the last day. Let me see. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on, y'all. Okay, let me get it where y'all can see. Let's see what's going on, y'all. What it is? Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Let's see. They don't make this page right here. I think this page right here is private now. I don't think Ashley mean to do no harm. I don't know. Somebody not talking to her. Hold on, y'all.
Regarding the negative commentary, this includes the biased news media misquoting me, saying lies, and trying to paint me in a negative light. Personally, I'm not giving them any more of my energy or attention. It used to be fun because it was fresh, and I laughed at it, didn't take it too seriously. But they keep saying the same thing because they lack creativity, they lack spirit. So they don't have the creative mind to say something different. So I'm bored with them. Therefore, I won't be responding. But if you want to respond to them, so be it. I just don't think they're worthy of my energy or yours. Just think about it. These people wait till I post just to say the same thing over and over. It's demonic, and it shouldn't be there.
And you know what, Ashley, I'm gonna stop. I don't think you meaning no harm in what you're doing. I think you just since it's you since it's see on YouTube you have a disclaimer and YouTube has things that you're supposed to put in your description box and you're supposed to say to protect yourself. Well, on TikTok we don't have that, but they do have a copyright uh manner on there also and a disclaimer. So what you need if you're gonna come on the TikTok, you have to read your disclaimer. And your each time you mention something about somebody, it's nothing wrong with you believing in your tarot cards. It's just but since you believe in it, that's your business. But you got to use a disclaimer with it, baby, and a purposes. That's all.
A lot of people have been texting, emailing, calling, making sure that I'm okay. They've seen all the articles, they see the negative comments, and they're just checking in. I'm great. Through my spiritual journey, I study Kabbalah. In Kabbalah, you learn how to be proactive instead of reactive. Additionally, on a spiritual journey, you go through a process of ridding yourself of the ego and of controlling your emotions. Know that I've been physically, mentally, and emotionally prepared to handle any mission that the universal consciousness of God, the universal spirit of God, has sent my way. I'm very vision oriented because I'm connected to my spirit of God. So, the little things, the surface level things, don't bother me because I can see the big picture.
Mm. Now you know she's smart. It's something. I would like to. She's interesting. She's an interesting young lady. She's very interesting to me. And when I say interesting, it's like it's something about her that's different than most people who, talk, get on the internet. Any other tarot card reader, she's different. She talked with a feedback. Like it happened before and I know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. It's something smart about this lady. It's something. Actually, it's smart for no reason. But she needs to use her yeah, it's just continue doing what you do. Don't nobody wants you to stop doing what you're doing. Just use your disclaimer to protect yourself, or either talk through your lawyer. It's what your attorney. Mm. And go on and finish talking about your case.
Allow me providing evidence to prove that Rebecca Schofield planned, initiated, executed, and ordered the murder of the four University of Idaho students, Part 2. It seems to be an impossible task set before me. They're asking me to provide evidence when I don't have the infrastructure to seek the evidence, even if I know that it's there. However, I now have a legal basis to do so and can use that as a means to gather those resources. However, to be asking me for evidence, that's just ludicrous to me. just like asking anybody else in the tip line providing the tips that they requested for evidence of their tip. However, with God, with Christ, all things are possible. So we shall see where this goes. I already know. So you shall see.
See, no. See, it's because she believes in what she believes in. But actually, it's nothing wrong with it. But again, just protect yourself. That's the only thing, baby. Don't challenge yourself. Protect yourself. Continue doing your because now it seems like you're not talking about the case anymore. You're talking about the what happened to you instead of the case. You got about me, see, you got about me providing evidence part two. I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? Then at the bottom, you turn around and say the allegation that Rebecca Schofield ordered the murder of the four Idaho student. See, when you say ordered, the words and terms that you use it and the stuff that you believe in is something that people not saying. See, when people read cards, tarot cards and stuff, it's an entertainment thing, but it's supposed to be, it's not 100%, 99.9% truth. It's not 99% truth. So just got to protect yourself, baby. You got to protect yourself. They I see Ashley, I understand where you're coming from, but you got to also look at it as you saying that I did something and I got a family and something might happen to me and my family, me going to work now. I got to watch my back because the students go to the college. Other things that I do, but at least you trying, but just read your disclaimer, okay? You just another TikToker, but also you've been judged by what you put out there, and you came to TikTok for the entertainment part, but you didn't cover yourself. So continue doing what you're doing. See, you should have put all this on YouTube, then you would have had a disclaimer. But TikTok has a copyright thing, but they don't. That because they deal with music, but it's different when you're doing a case. You got to have when you're gonna say that you solve mystery cases and reactions like me. You have to really protect yourself with disclaimers, fair use, and purposes. You got to say it because really it's supposed to be an entertainment. You're really supposed to be entertaining what you do, and people are not supposed to believe you either because tarot cards is not 100% true. No way. So it's supposed to be entertainment. So, but it went the route that way.
People have been asking me to provide evidence for the statements and allegations that Rebecca Schofield ordered, planned, initiated, and executed the murder of the four University of Idaho students. Although she did not do it with her own hands, like I said, she hired with a promise to pay in different ways.
So what she's saying right now, y'all. That's why I said you got to see everybody took it you wrong. Actually, you wasn't saying that she did the killing herself. I knew you did, but the way you word it, people took it out of the content. So it's very careful. You got to be very careful because I don't believe tarot card readers, so I wouldn't even look at you saying nothing about me. It wouldn't offend me like that. It was just like I don't study that lady. I don't know her. She don't know me. She's just a reader and da 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 da. But evidently, I don't know. You're gonna have to be able to prove what you say. You know, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. About me providing evidence, providing Rebecca Schofield role in the murder of the four University of Idaho students, part one. She's trying to tell you. I know what you were saying, but everybody don't know what you were saying.
Now, people have been asking me for evidence, and I think that is the most ridiculous thing that I've heard. A psychic investigator in Google, if you don't know what that is, job is to lead, to guide, to a higher understanding, to give clarity.
Okay, and another thing, I have an issue too. See, y'all, that's another thing y'all don't have to do is listen to her. You don't have to listen to her. Now, you can't miss God with tarot cards. You can't miss God with tarot card now. No, 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 no. God, Jesus wouldn't like that now.
Law enforcement's job to assess the information that the psychic investigator gave them. They have the infrastructure, they have the resources to gather and the legal basis to request, subpoena, whatever evidence. People have been asking me to provide evidence for the statements and
Ashley, this look like you can be doing something else. You is too beautiful for
they
this.
asked me about Rebecca Spokos alibi, part two. Also, you have to pay attention to what someone doesn't say, just as much as you pay attention to what they
Now, what
say.
she's talking about, she going back explaining to y'all. I don't know what happened in court and whatever, but she's trying to explain to y'all that what she had to go back and correct. That's what she doing because y'all misunderstood her. She got Rebecca Schofield alibi part two, murder of four University of Idaho students. Listen to what she's saying. Listen.
Said. Rebecca Schofield said that her and her
Now, my thing is like right here. This is a murder case. Now, this I can't tell her what to do, but I would say allegedly, I would use allegedly to protect myself because she's talking about a case. I'm not gonna say come out and just say this and that and this.
were not in town during the murders, that they were in Portland, Oregon. She said she checked out the hotel they were staying in November 13th and that they had a 5-hour drive back. Now, what it doesn't say is what time did she get to Portland, Oregon? How did she get to Portland, Oregon? Also, what was her true motive in going to Portland, Oregon in the wee hours of the morning and then coming back the same day? A 5-hour drive. Also, there's the question of whether or not her husband is willing, after he hears everything, to testify in court on her behalf to confirm her alibi. And what parts will he confirm?
Wow. Ashley. Somebody said, why go to Portland? Portland, why go to Portland? She was busy having a life, visiting friends, being social with her husband, and doing her time off on the weekend. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know what to do with y'all TikTok justice machine. She and her husband was in Portland, Oregon, visiting friends. That's all you really need to know and are entitled to. Oh, y'all, this is what TikTok told her. TikTok, let me show y'all. TikTok Justice Machine told this person said, she was busy having a life, visiting friends, being social with her hubby, doing her time off, And the TikTok justice machine came in and said, refer to thing in blank and 6 in the complaint. She and her husband was in Portland, Oregon, visiting friends. That's all you really need to know or entitled to. That's all. That's all you need to know, Ashley. Mm. So they watching. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. What in the world? Hold on, y'all. It got stuck. I don't know why it got stuck, y'all. It's not doing right. Hold on. Yeah. Don't put that witch script on me, please. Oh, look at my hand, the hand, y'all. Look. I don't know why I did that, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna come back up, y'all. Hold on. Mm. Froze on me. Oh, look at that. What's up, wisdom? Right, 4 victim, 8 hands, DNA should be under her. And that's right. That's right.
Somebody asked me about Rebecca Speckle's alibi. Part two. Also, you have to pay attention to what someone doesn't say, just as much as you pay attention to what they do say. Rebecca Speckle said that her and her husband were not in town during the murders, that they were in Portland, Oregon. She said she checked out of the hotel they were staying in November 13th, and that they had a 5-hour drive back. Now, what it doesn't say is what time did she get to Portland, Oregon? How did she get to Portland, Oregon?
Now, the machine came over here. TikTok machine, justice machine came and told answer the question for Ashley. They said, why go to Portland? She was busy having her life, visiting friends, being social with her hubby during her time off on the weekend. You know, you go anywhere with your husband. And this right here got reading is a key. Reading is a key and not your strong suit. Complaint says she was not in Moscow doing murder and checked out hours after and body discovered. Now wait a minute, what that say now? I'm trying, yeah, I'm wearing glasses and trying to read it. Reading is a key and not your strong suit. Complaint says Complaint says she was not in Moscow during the murder. Oh, and checked out hours after and bodies discovered. Whoo, child. Hold on, y'all. Then they said, if somebody put on here, if it's your reading that gave you your information, then what will go present in court? You said you can't wait to show the court your evidence. Oh, okay. So federal agent was who cleared Rebecca around. See, y'all, they see. The only thing I'm gonna say about this right here, She's entertaining, y'all. Can't believe everything she say.
Oregon in the wee hours of the morning and then coming back the same day. A 5-hour drive. Also, there's the question of whether or not her husband is willing, after he hears everything, to testify in court on her behalf to confirm her alibi. And what part? Hey, I was banned from posting and commenting for a few days, which is why I haven't posted any videos on this page. But someone commented and asked.
Okay, so she not posting any video on this page. Let me find a video that she posts because what she doing now is just doing questions. Someone asked how I felt about Rebecca alibi part one. I wouldn't even be doing all this. She good. I wouldn't even be doing this.
I think how I felt about Rebecca Schofield's alibi that she was not in Idaho during the murders. For the life of me, I don't understand why y'all believe anything this lady say. But I get giving people the benefit of the doubt. I'm 100% convinced of everything that I've alleged. When I make mistakes.
Oh, she's saying it. She's saying it now, y'all. She using the word alleged now. Y'all heard her? Uh-huh. That's what she's supposed to be using in the first place. Listen to her. She don't got smart with it. That's what I'm saying. Somebody didn't tell her that.
Hey, I was banned from posting and commenting for a few days, which is why I haven't posted any videos on this page. But someone commented and asked me how I felt about Rebecca Schofield's alibi that she was not in Idaho during the murders. For the life of me, I don't understand why y'all believe anything this lady say. But I get giving people the benefit of the doubt. I'm 100% convinced of everything that I've alleged. When I make mistakes, if you look back at my videos and you see Twitch, within 12 hours in one video, I deleted everything that I said, retracted my statements, and said I need to look into that further before I post anything else about him. I haven't posted anything because I haven't had the time to investigate, and I've left that alone. I've done over 100 videos regarding this case. I am convinced that what I'm saying is true. So I don't believe her.
But see, actually, let me stop. Okay, she made some more videos. You can't say something and then try to change it and straighten it up. Let me say something, y'all.
A lot of people have been.
I just don't understand. I just don't. I just don't. I just don't. I wouldn't even go back and explain myself to somebody. If I got 100 videos now here, I'm not about to go back and explain myself to y'all. If I said all that, I'm not about to do that. Let me see the other video, the new videos that
Like I have physical evidence against Rebecca Schofield that validates everything that I've said.
So that's it. What y'all thinking about? But let's go back here. Yeah, that's all I wanted.
Meet 3 people who took control of their money with a Chase Secure banking account. No minimum deposit to open. Simple tools. Control at hand. One bank for today and tomorrow. Chase, make more of what's yours.
I promise.
Imagine what would happen if...
I don't know what to say, y'all. I really don't. I just want them to solve this case. With them kids, I call them kids. They found, like I said, they found up under their nails and stuff. I knew they were gonna find something, y'all. Oh wait. I just don't know who in the world want to come in there and do somebody up like that. That's somebody crazy. That is crazy. What they got right here? Hold on, y'all. And they are a little thicker than what their pictures saying. I don't know why they go get younger pictures of them. Let's see what they saying.
This morning, a new appeal for information to solve the November murders of 4 students from the University of Idaho. The Moscow Police Department put out a renewed call for social media content, pictures, and videos from the community, saying whether you believe it is significant or not, your information might be one of the puzzle pieces that helps solve these murders. Weeks after the deaths, with no word of a major break in the case, members of the community are on edge.
Everybody's doing the best they can under duress. It's really stressful, and we're just waiting, hopefully, every day to hear some good news.
The Moscow police also addressing the latest on that 2011 to 2013 Hyundai Elantra spotted near the scene, saying they have identified over 22,000 vehicles and that whoever was inside may have critical information about the case. Mystery has surrounded the murders of roommates Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, and Zaina Kernodle, as well as Kernodle's boyfriend, Ethan Chapin, all stabbed to death inside a house. 2 roommates on the ground floor survived. Police say they are not suspects and likely slept through the attack. Police say they have combed through thousands of leads, but have not announced suspects or persons of interest. Cole Alternator lived in that home on King Road in Moscow during his junior year.
It's definitely an old, creaky house. You can't walk up any of the stairs or on any of the floors without everybody in the house knowing it.
The families growing desperate for answers as they face the holidays without their loved ones. Madison Mogan's dad telling the Spokesman Review he remains hopeful. From the very beginning, I've known that people don't get away with these things these days. There's too many things that you can get caught up on, like DNA and videos everywhere. Kaylee Gonsalves' father speaking with ABC just after Thanksgiving.
It's a shame, and everybody wants it to go away, and it needs to go away, but it can only go away when we have justice.
A feeling echoed by those living in Moscow, worried about a killer on the loose.
We need to find this person or persons
Sure do.
now.
Yeah, I think that it's so much went on in their house. It's so much went on in that house. Even when Madison came to the door, it's a party house. Anybody could be targeted, and then they knew it was their last year. And the girl who I'm talking about, what's the girl name? Let me see something. Let me find this girl name. I can't even think of her name. Mother speak out after mother 2 kids. I had to see that. I had to go back and look at this. The other little girl, I can't think of her name. She was Madison roommate. Uh yeah, that girl, her family want to know why she went home to kill herself. Now, what did she see in that house that nobody else saw? You know what I mean? It was something about that house. It was something about that house. And some people act like they didn't even know them. They act like they didn't know who owned the house. That would trip me out. They knew girls stayed there, but that's scary. I want to know who owned the house. Who owned the house, and why are they in the case? Are they walking around? They need to be the main one. God, that's their house, and something happened in their house. They need to be out talking and stuff. But I hope they find out who killed them, y'all. Who murdered these young people. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I hope they find who did it. And if y'all got any else, y'all got any, you know anything, put it down in the comment section, and so I can get the information to the right person. But I'm gonna research before I do anything. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Happy New Year is coming in here. Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.